Page 8, the Stop and Go Donkey. I'll look it over. It's 2 pages long. Treble bass clef. There's no sharps or flats in the key signature. This is in the key of C major. So if you're doing the scales, do the scale for C major. 1 octave up and down is fine. 4/4 time signature. Let's take it one hand at a time. Make sure we have the rhythm and notes all that figured out. The right hand starts here. Now we're coming in on a pickup beat. We're coming in on beat 4. 4 and 1. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. The second line, see, that's an F and a G together. That's 1, 3 counts there because the dotted half note gets 3 counts in 4/4 time. It's the same as 3/4 notes. And you do it again. Okay. At the bottom of the page, page 8, the last line, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, for the last measure on page 8, I need these notes. Well, that's not in this position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the thumb where it is. I'm just going to bring the hand up. The hand is this way. This way we can sort of cover 6 notes with 5 fingers. It's one of the ways we do it. So for the last measure on page 8, it's here, 3, 5. But leave the thumb here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then come back down. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, so I was only up here for a couple of measures, and then I came back down here. Now, let's go to the bottom of page 9. Last line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I need to be, for the last 2 measures, I need to be in this position. To cover all those notes, the F and the G and the C. So I got to get to that position. The question is how? Well, a lot of times in piano, when we have repeated notes, we'll change our hand positions on the repeated notes. In the next to the last measure, these notes, they're repeated. In other words, I'm playing them more than once in a row. So I'm going to change my hand position there. And the reason we do it on repeated notes is because to play a note more than once, you have to lift up. So I can't connect it to itself like I can here. So I can connect those notes together. There's no solids in between them. But on repeated notes, you have to lift up. So we take advantage of that, and we simply move while we lift up. So in the last 2 measures, there at the bottom, I'm in this position from the third to the last measure. I'm going to play the first ones with here, and then I'm going to lift, as I lift up, I'm going to move. So 4, 5 to 1, 2. And you don't have to do it immediately. You can do it any time. I usually do it fairly soon. This way I'm in position for the last note. Here. If you try and catch all this in this position, then you got to come up here for the last note. That's poor fingering. Don't do it that way. Left hand. I was starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest. And for the second line, all I'm going to do is just stretch out a little bit, or extend, I say, and do 2, 1 here. I don't really want to move because the only notes I have are these in that first measure of the second line. That's it. I'm back down here. So I don't want to move and do it. I'm just reaching out, extending a little. 2, 3, rest, and then come back down. So now in the third line down, we're here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and then cross over. And this is very common. There's other fingerings that work better, but you need to be able to do this, so let's do it this way. This is the third line down, third measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. And the fourth line, then what, 5? No. Stay here, use 4th. There's no reason to use 5 there. Stay there, use 4 there on that. This is the 4th line down on page 8. First measure, use 4th finger on the first note. Keep going. Now at the bottom of the page, page 8. Now they want you to move up here. Now you can do that. You can just lift up and move. But I like to feel my way around the keyboard. So I would rather not just lift up and move if I don't have to. This is a beginner's fingering, and you are a beginner, so it's fine if you want to do that. There's nothing wrong with it. You can lift up and move. I'm talking about the last two measures on page 8. I can go from here to here. That's fine, you can do that. But I want to show you a little more advanced fingering. And that is, instead of here moving, I'm just going to go, 2, 1. Can you reach that? That's the question. Can you reach this? I don't know how big your hands are, but if you can, just do a 2, 1, and now cross over. Now you're in position. So again, the last two measures on page 8, you're here. 2, 1. Now page 9, going from this first to the second measure, just reach down, extend out, and you're back to where you were. Top of page 9, this first line, last measure, do a fourth, not a 5, use fourth finger. Yeah, now at the bottom, last line on page 9, we're here. And again, you can move. You need to be sort of in this position with the thumb here. And you can do that, you can just move. 5, 3, 5, 3. However, those are repeated notes. I would prefer to do it just a 2, 1 and then a 5, 3. I change on the repeated notes. And for the last measure, you do have to lift up and move down because it's too far to reach. But that's okay. Now, once I have an idea of the fingering for each hand, I'll put them together, and I'll hesitate at first, but that's okay. I just want to feel for the hands working together. Here, here, and here. So just reach up with the left hand. So let's go down to the third line, third measure on page 8. The hands line up between the stabs. Now, the bottom of page 8, second measure is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the right hand, I'm going to move up 1, but I got to rest. And the left hand, again, I'm going to stretch. So I'm going from this measure to this measure. Let's go down to the bottom of page 9. We're here. Now again, left hand's going to do that, right hand's going to do that at first. And if I don't want to move both hands at the same time, like that, I'll just do one hand at a time. Maybe I'll move the left hand first and then move the right hand. Because I got 3 of those notes. I can go here. And I move one hand at a time. When I'm moving my hands around, if possible, I prefer to move one hand at a time rather than both. Now, a lot of times you have to move both, but here we really don't. We can go here and hold that down while you play that. It's a little tricky. Now, once I put the hands together, then I'll go back over maybe a line or so at a time, and I'll work out any hesitations. Go as slow as I need to. Speed comes later, but no hesitations. And once the hesitations are gone, then I think about the articulation. This is very connected, and there's a few accents. So we're going to connect this. Lift up. So you're going to lift the second full measure. Lift up. Like taking a breath. And then the next measure, the half note is accented. So you play the accented note just a little louder. And I'm talking about the right hand. The left hand, I'm just going to connect it as best I can. Yeah. And after the articulation is the dynamics. It starts out in P, mezzo piano. That's the melody. This, sort of soft. This, very soft. So this is very light. This is sort of light. Can you do that at the same time? It takes practice, but I'm asking you to keep trying because it does come eventually. Why wait until the music's harder? Let's work on it now. Just very soft. And the accented note's just the right hand, not the left. And then on the second line, I'm going to lift up. It's a new phrase. Lift up. Now the left hand gets the melody. Moderately loud, mezzo forte. This, moderately soft in the background. So this is moderately heavy, moderately light. And at the bottom of the page, then when the right hand gets the melody again, we're still moderately loud. The right hand. That makes the accented notes a loud note. The left hand now has to be in the background. And then the last measure of page 8, it's the left hand now gets the melody. It's moderately loud. And then on page 9, at the end of the second line, you go back down like you were at the beginning. And because you're moderately soft, like at the beginning, when you get an accented note, the accent just takes it up one. So now the accented note would be moderately loud, because that's the next notch up. Then at the end, the last couple measures, you're loud. And this is really the right hand. Last note would be right here. We want to, if you can, that's what we want to hear. And that's a staccato on the end. Now let's be careful on the last measure. This causes problems. There's a couple ways of interpreting it. Technically, you are 1, 2, 3 off, because this is a staccato. It's done. You hold that down till beat 4. Beat 4's at the beginning, by the way. 1, 2, 3, off. But in interpreting it, if you wanted to, you could lift them at the same time. 1, 2, 3, off. Now, there's a way to notate that if that's really what they wanted. So, in my opinion, it's better to hold that off. Hold that out the full counts. 1, 2, 3, off. And let it be by itself at the end. Speed. Well, happy and bright. It has to be accurate. So the trickiest parts, find those, and how fast can you play that, or how happy and bright can you play those, and that's it. In interpreting it, remember the natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, go to here. One, two, feel the natural accents. I exaggerate them so you can hear them better, but you just feel them. One, two, three, four. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll notice the empty measures at the bottom of page 8. Last line, first measure is all empty. And same thing over on page 9 in the second line, there's an empty measure. It's done for effect, I guess. That you just sit there and I count it out loud so you could hear it. But really when you're performing it, you just kind of count to yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, go. And then you're ready to go again for some reason. That's what they wrote, so that's what we did. Let's play this together slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do lows and softs, play everything about the same. We're not performing it, we're just checking notes and rhythms. I'll try and do the accents and the phrasing. I'll give us 3 counts. 1 and ready and go and. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, ready, go. 3, 2 and 3 and. 2 and 3 and. 3, 2, 3, 4.